Not all gods created worlds. Some broke them, some lied, cheated, manipulated, and turned chaos into divine art. Across ancient civilizations, people didn't just pray to the heavens. Sometimes they feared what was already living there. These are seven dark forces who made the ancient world far more dangerous. From Norse chaos to Aztec nightmares, these were not noble protectors. These were divine troublemakers, cosmic deceivers, and sacred forces people genuinely feared. Let's start with the civilization's favorite walking red flag, Loki. Loki wasn't the strongest god in Norse myth, but he may have been the most dangerous. A shapeshifter, liar, and chaos mastermind, Loki constantly tricked gods, caused disasters, and somehow always made everything worse. He helped create magical treasures and then ruined divine peace. And in the end, his betrayals helped trigger Ragnarok, the apocalypse itself. Loki didn't just play tricks, he played with the end of the world. But chaos did not need brute force. Sometimes pettiness was enough. Eris, goddess of discord, proved that one small act could destroy everything. When she wasn't invited to a divine wedding, she threw in a golden apple, marked to the fairest. That single petty move sparked jealousy between goddesses, which eventually led to the Trojan War. One apple, thousand dead. Ancient Greece really said, never underestimate dramatic energy. But then something got personal. Seth. Seth wasn't just chaos. He was betrayal with a crown, god of storms, violence, and desert destruction. Seth became infamous for murdering his own brother, Osiris. Not metaphorically, literally, cutting his body into 14 pieces. This divine betrayal shattered cosmic order and turned Seth into one of Egypt's most feared powers. Before villains wore black, Seth ruled the storm. But deception wasn't done evolving. Rahu wasn't a god. He was an Asur, Surbhanu, a cosmic outsider who wanted what gods had. So he disguised himself, slipped among the Dev, and drank Amrit, the nectar of immortality. But the sun and moon recognized the deception, and Vishnu severed his head. Too late. Rahu's immortal head survived, and even now he is said to chase the sun and moon across the sky, swallowing them in revenge during eclipses. He lost his body, but never his hunger. Now, things get darker. Tezcatlipoca, the smoking mirror, wasn't chaos by accident. He was calculated fear, a god of night, sorcery, conflict, and manipulation. He toyed with fate itself. He could tempt, destroy, or psychologically break both humans and gods. Where others demanded worship, Tezcatlipoca demanded control. This wasn't divine mischief. This was sacred mind games. And then came something colder, Chernobog, the black god, a shadowy force tied to darkness, misfortune, and doom. Chernobog represented the terrifying possibility that bad luck wasn't random. For many, he symbolized the night side of existence itself. Not fiery chaos, not dramatic tricks, just pure, creeping dread. Because sometimes darkness doesn't attack, it waits. But some gods didn't just spread chaos, they hunted weakness. Viro, a powerful force of darkness, disease, and evil, became associated with decay and spiritual danger. While other gods shaped life, Viro stood closer to its end. He wasn't just feared for destruction, he was feared for what followed it. In some stories, darkness wasn't a place, it was Virro. Across the world, ancient myths remembered something chilling. Not every god was wise. Not every divine power was kind. Some were tricksters, some were tyrants, and some embodied the terrifying truth that chaos, deception, and darkness could be sacred too. Because humanity didn't just imagine gods of hope, it also imagined gods of betrayal, fear, and disaster. And maybe that's what makes them so unforgettable. The heavens were never only holy, sometimes they were dangerous too. Like and subscribe to the Speaking Thread for more hidden and ancient mysteries.